A new Bambin Chronicles episode is out. Now let's find some secrets hidden in this video. Also, I won't show you the full video first because that will take too long. You should just check it by yourself. But now let's start in 3, 2, 1.
Deep within the lower levels of Banban's kindergarten.
This place reminds me of the scene where Dak Blake and Aroga fell down as bitter jiggles in Garden of Bambin 6. Do you think it's the same place that they fell down? Let me know in the comments.
There exists a very mysterious and intelligent monstrosity. A monstrosity so rich with knowledge about Givanium, it became obsessed with what could be done with the substance.
We're still looking for secrets, guys. Let's try writing this up real quick. Maybe there are some secrets here. It looks cooler, but still no secrets, so let's move on.
And that monstrosity is the Syringin, as it was codenamed when it was first created. Oh wait, it was given a name at one point. The name of the monstrosity is Fuchsia.
I think they changed it because it was too similar to Bambin's newest mascot, Breshista.
Wait, no. The name of the monstrosity is Syringin. To say that Syringin changed a lot
The color changing reminds me of Captain Fiddle's A.
during development would be an understatement, and I'm here to discuss with you the secrets of our beloved Syringin.
There was a little effect right there. Here is like this purple cloud stuff.
The Garden of Banban cast each have their own detailed story and personality, and that's what makes Garden of Banban unique.
So I don't realize this was the intro when I was first watching episode 2. So let's just skip this intro because we analyze it in the other video and it's the same.
Join me on the second episode of the Banban Chronicles, narrated by me, Ty Coker, the voice actor of Bitter Giggle, a series where we dedicate each episode to discussing the histories and secrets of a member of the Garden of Banban cast. Garden of Banban 4 served as the introduction to one of the series' most vital characters yet.
No, this is just the Bambin for menu, so there are no secrets here.
Where if you completed a set of certain tasks, you would gain access to a secret meeting room.
There's a secret message here. Let's read it. Possibility of entrance. I think. Possibility of escaping. Possibility of escaping. What is that supposed to mean?
With a drawing on the wall depicting a strange figure never seen before. And that figure was Syringin, a four-armed, fuchsia-colored, surgeon-like figure whose name consisted of a portmanteau of the words syringe and surgeon.
Yeah, we figured that out. Now let's find some secrets.
But what if I told you that Syringin's final appearance is the last of many iterations that came before it, and that he looked very different from when he was first sketched? The first iteration of Syringin was first sketched when the Euphoric brothers were playing cards while drawing concepts in a nearby notebook.
Okay, there we see a piece of paper. But what's on there? It looks very dark, but the lighter part looks like an Among Us character or something. What are they hinting at?
Liking what they doodled and thinking they could make something bigger of it, they got to work. The result was what you are currently seeing on screen.
Here we see an early version of Syringin. He looks so goofy, and he has a giant fat neck. He also has 2 arms instead of 4. I think the Syringin we got looks better. But I do think Flummo sounds better than Bambin in my opinion.
This is a recently recovered image of Syringin's first iteration. It was at this point that this new character was codenamed the Surgeon. But something was wrong with it. It looked too...
So you think this is like the second version of the character? I think it looks pretty good. His mouth is a bottle of Givanium, and he has his for arms.
cute. Sorry, Syringin number 1. The surgeon was then given 2 more arms to give it more surgical tools, and the location of the mouth was readjusted, thinking it would make it much more intimidating in its 3D version. One of these surgical tools was originally going to be a knife or a scalpel.
Now that would look weird.
which was then replaced with the mechanical grabbing hand, as it didn't make sense to not give him any way of grabbing objects. And also, to make this new character stand out more, its color was changed from the light blue it originally had to the final fuchsia color it currently possesses. As a result of this new color, it was temporarily given the name Fuchsia, which the name Syringin was later used as a substitute for. And with that, the Syringin in his 2D form we know today was born, where he later finally debuted in his physical form in Garten of Banban 7, with voice actor Ray O'Hare playing his role.
The jump scare played in the dark. I thought that was a bug.
Who, as a fun little bonus fact, also played the train conductor in the Euphoric Brothers' other game, Human Apocalypse. But going back to Syringin's 2D form, you might notice something strange that was quickly pointed out by many fans when Syringin's mural was first seen by the public. Take 5 seconds to try and see why Syringin looked off compared to all other wall murals of the franchise. Do you see the problem yet? Huh? Do ya? Huh? That's right. Syringin's eyes were brown, and he was the only one of all other characters that was like this. But rest assured, this has nothing to do with lore. It was a simple oversight, and it was fixed in later games. But early concepts and wrong eye colors aside, what if I told you that Syringin's story was originally going to be much different from what it ended up being in Garten of Banban 7? In fact, the entire chapter originally played out completely different from how the final version of Garten of Banban 7 plays out. The story for the chapter, much like most chapters, went through many different scripts.
Is that just a cool effect? Or is it to show us how many scripts it got? If they made so many scripts, they made a lot. And that needed to take a lot of work. So let's count them. I counted 14. How many did you count?
And while most versions of the script have been lost or deleted, one remains intact. This early version of the script, the overarching goal of the game remains the same. In alliance with Syringin,
They now just show game footage. So there's no need to analyze since we already got that. So let's wait till they show something new to analyze.
you entered Syringin in search of Jumbo Josh. But Syringin was very different. The mayor of the city was tyrannical. He ruled over his citizens with an iron fist. He was much more reminiscent of a cult leader than a mayor, but he was still willing to work with the player to achieve his goals despite his hatred for humankind. Instead of the fully lit city you enter in Garten of Banban 7, you instead find yourself limited to a single block, with long walls enclosing what remains of the city. These walls would constantly be banged on by hungry, naughty ones trapped on the outside, unable to enter because of the light.
Here they hit a joke. So we see this not one banging on the wall while an alien-looking character is dancing. This dancing scene is a secret in the game that you find in City Engine when the aliens were staring at the naughtified Kittysaurus.
From the balcony in Syringin's office, you would be able to see a faint light in the distance, which Syringin explains belongs to a tower that Jumbo Josh is nearby. The secondary goal of Garten of Banban 7 would have been to try and reach that second tower. But there was a problem. Aside from the tiny part of the city you're trapped in, everywhere was dark, which also meant everywhere else was infested with naughty ones. Through puzzle solving and fighting the naughty
Hey, that's weird. Here we see the naughty ones, but they don't have the purple ears. They always have that except now. How weird.
army one by one, you would slowly but surely restore power to different parts of the city, allowing you to finally reach the tower. It is during these expeditions to try and restore power that the majority of the action took place. The Givanium baby would have been encountered in one of the buildings. The naughtified Bittergiggle would have been his own mini-game instead of the chase sequence he ended up getting in Garten of Banban 7. Kittysaurus was supposed to have been trapped in a pit that the citizens would have been standing around.
Where is this? Is this like a famous building in a country? Is it referring where Garten of Banban takes place? Guys, do you know here this is? Let me know in the comments. Or maybe they just use Google and use a random image. I don't know.
Ceremoniously, where you would help her escape as part of a puzzle. A sequence where you enter a courthouse and Sheriff Toadster judges you for your crimes before the lights go out and the entire building is swarmed with naughty ones.
Do you think the Euphoric Brothers made this background image or just got it off Google? I don't know, but see here, look, naughty ones have purple ears. And on the other image, It had black ears. That's weird.
But most interestingly, a crazed Sheriff Toadster was scripted to trap you inside of a grocery store. Inside of which you would have had to get a phone to work, where you call Syringin for help, after which he sends a loud contraption to scare the crazed sheriff away. Not naughtified, but crazed.
Why did they delete this? That would be so sick and cool. Also, we see here a grocery store that only sells meat and milk if we look closely. Doesn't that feel weird?
This contraption would dramatically slide towards you through the darkness, which turns out to be a loud, mobile power generator. After escaping the grocery store, you would use this generator to play a mini-game where you push the generator into dark blocks of the city. Once activated, it would light up the area temporarily, giving you some time to enter and scavenge the nearby buildings for supplies that would allow you to fix power boxes that would light up the area permanently. But you gotta do it quickly because the generator only stays on for a few minutes, and if it deactivates, the block goes dark again and it would require you to reactivate it again manually. So if it goes dark while you're scavenging in a building, too bad. What you are seeing on the screen right now is an unused location that was meant to be one of those blocks that you restore the power to.
Well, it looks very similar to Syringin, so not that special in my opinion, but still very cool. Also, that rooms reminds me where Jumbo Josh was locked in the Garden of Bambin chapter for.
There were 3 blocks that this needed to be done for, and when all 3 were successfully done, that's when you finally reached the tower you could see from Syringin's balcony.
Let's bright it up. Maybe there are some secrets. We can see it a lot better, but still no secrets. So I just went for Doer in the video, and there are no secrets coming, so we need to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you learned some secrets today. Thanks for watching, and bye.